hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now it's Jackson. That's into the hands of Edwards. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They're such a talented team of defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip.
Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Play action. Now Purdy.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for the Niners. 58 yards.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers. Jake moving now for the point after.
He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kid who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
First carry now for Justice Hill. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
2 yards still to go. Third down now.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Again, it's Edwards. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 50 yards.
And the Ravens have regained the lead.
Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And way out past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. A very solid gain of 27. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A handoff left, McCaffrey.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd and 6. Purdy bootlegging it.
He'll buy some time right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 4. Now Purdy. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the 49ers have taken the lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 14-10.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
That's what you see, look.
It's whatever, bro. Whenever I'm done with this game, we can definitely run it, bro.
The comment.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 49 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. Here's Jackson. This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his 2nd touchdown.
Hey, bro, yeah, whenever I get off this joint, I could try to share play that joint for you.
I think it's A.
Hey, just make sure you subscribe to the YouTube, bro.
To take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing, because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Purdy off the play fake.
He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
They're throwing here, Purdy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of 30. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground.
Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
2nd down and a yard.
From the gun, it's Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And a Raven 1st down.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On second down, it's Edwards. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll go back to Edwards on first down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7. Now Lamar changing the play.
They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They stick on the ground on first down with Hill. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Going again on the ground here with Hill. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Patrick Ricard
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, 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 and finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end.
Now a hit and a loose football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Jackson on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Play action. Now Jackson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Hill trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th.
Edwards. Touchdown, Baltimore. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Tucker now to add the point after. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
The score, Ravens 33, 49ers 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away. Following the touchdown.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Purdy. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I'm here, little bro. They ain't going.
George Kittle, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Purdy will throw for it.
And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, Make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They run once more with Edwards. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Lamar changing the look. And now an audible here into something else. On third down, here's Hill. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Purdy to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Latu. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Purdy to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They'll come up now on 2nd down. To throw is Purdy. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
This one caught by Kittle. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Here's Purdy to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over.
Good game, bro. Hey, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube, bro.